Hello, and welcome to the What's Up London show. I'm your host, Jennifer Slay. As we start today's episode, I want to acknowledge that I am an uninvited settler of Turtle Island. Specifically, I currently live on the lands of the Anishinaabeg, Shinonton, Lenape, and Haudenosaunee peoples. I am grateful to the Indigenous peoples who have been gracious despite Canada's history with them. I consider myself privileged to be able to call this land home. I am also grateful to my ancestors for their sacrifices to enable me to be here on TV speaking to you today. We have a great show for you today. A couple returning guests and a couple of new guests. So let's get started and learn more about what they are doing for their communities here in the Forest City. Our first guest is from 519 Pursuit. Now, 519 Pledge is a community initiative that happens from October 1st to November 15th each year. And the initiative was brought to light to change the conversation around homelessness leading into the colder months of the year. 519 Pursuit encourages folks in the community to take the pledge to obtain 519 pairs of socks to donate. To date, they have raised over 200,000 pairs of socks in only 5 years. And this year, they need your help to raise over 100,000 pairs of socks. So let's speak with Michelle to learn more. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, over 200,000 pairs of socks.
290,000 pairs of socks.
290,000.
In the last 5 years.
Oh my God, so you're going to exceed 300.
Oh yes, yeah. Without a doubt.
Wow. Okay, so for those who don't know, can you tell a little bit more about what 519 Pursuit is?
So 519 Pursuit is a nonprofit grassroots organization that helps out the homeless community and those facing low poverty. I myself was homeless on the streets for almost 3 years, and through the friendship and connection of 519 Pursuit, I was able to build myself up from the ground. And it's an incredible organization that walks hand in hand with the friends on the street.
Wow. Okay, and so that is an amazing story. I mean, just amazing. You're an inspiration yourself.
Thank you.
And so now you're working with the organization.
Yes, I am.
Nice. Giving back. I
couldn't be more grateful about that.
Awesome. So tell us a bit about this year's event. How can people help? What should people do?
So the 519 Pledge for Socks is an initiative that was made for everyone to participate. Whether you're able to donate a brand new pair of socks, start a conversation around the realities of homelessness and how we can work together to create innovation, solution to support our friends, collect socks to stock up for the winter, or simply share our social media posts.
Nice. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways people can share. So in terms of the socks, how can people donate? How do they get the socks to you?
So we do have different platforms where people could get socks to us. From next Saturday to November 11th, we will be posted up at the Covent Garden Market, where people can come drop off socks there. And at the end of the 6th week, I'm not sure when the drop-off date will be. We will have a drop-off day where people can come and bring socks, and we can tally them up so people can wait for the number of socks that we have gotten donated this year.
Nice. Okay, so that's one way. The other way people can help is to share on social media.
Yes.
Yes. And so there's a website?
Yes, there is. So at www.519pursuit.ca/pledge, you can register to participate as an individual or as a team. When you register, ensure you click yes to receive emails. This will send you a bounce back email with a link to support your campaign toolkit. In the campaign toolkit, you will find 6 weeks of support to host a successful campaign on social media, in the office, amongst friends and family, and so much more. Registering will help our organization track who is participating so we can send updates leading up to November 15th. Hold on to your socks throughout our 6 weeks, as we will be hosting an official sock drop-off day where we welcome participants to bring their socks in, donating following the end of the pledge, and we can count our way up to 100,000 pairs of socks.
So I think I'm remembering people could have the boxes in their workplaces and people can just donate the socks. And
yes.
Maybe I'm remembering this wrong. Maybe I made this up because I'm a competitive person, but was there a competition between businesses in terms of who could raise the most socks?
Oh yes, that happens a lot, especially sports teams. We've noticed throughout schools, they see who can raise the most. Different departments in schools as well. It's really cool.
Okay, fun competition.
Yes, fun fun, important
Yes, for sure.
competition.
Now, if anyone is watching this and they are experiencing homelessness and they do need to get socks, how can they access socks?
So they can access socks. So the cool part is that 519 Pursuit helps over 80 different organizations throughout London and surrounding areas with socks. So it's as easy as going to the Salvation Army or the Men's Mission or My Sister Place or the Ark. And they can provide socks that have been graciously donated from 519 Pursuit. Our outreach team also goes out Monday through Friday, and they are always stocked up with socks.
Awesome. Okay, so October 2nd to November 11th,
Yes.
people can donate the socks.
Yes.
If they don't live in the London area, I know that they can go to the website and financially support.
Yes.
Yes, and share social media.
Yeah, or they can email contact@519pursuit to set up a time that would be best for them to donate as well.
Awesome. Thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back. Our next guests are going to talk blood. Yes, you heard me. The Odessa Company is putting on a co-production of Dracula with LCP on the Palace Theatre's main stage this coming October as part of their 2023-24 regular season. They have worked out a partnership with Canadian Blood Services and are planning a promotional blood drive for Friday, October 13th. Here to tell us all about it are Scott Smalley, who is the executive director of Odessa Company, and Jessica Pereira, who is playing Dracula's love interest, Lucy Seward. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what is happening with Dracula.
Yeah, so as you said, it's going on. It opens on October 27th on the Palace Theatre's main stage, and it's shaping up to be quite a show. We've worked really hard. We're very blessed to have very talented people on the production side of things as well as on stage. We've been very fortunate, and so this is actually, it's a co-production, as you said, with London Community Players, LCP, and it's Odessa Company's inaugural show. So we have a lot invested in the show, and it's so far it's shaping up really well. As I said, we've got great actors, a lot of great minds on the show. We're working very hard. We've made sure to focus on the team building aspect of putting on the show, and we feel that those elements are paying dividends.
So that's the fun promotional stuff that you're doing around the show.
Yeah, so we made sure to build in some promotional stuff because you know, obviously it's helpful to sell the show, but also the team building as well. So, and reaching out to the community. So as you pointed out, we are doing a blood drive on October 13th with Canadian Blood Services. We're going to be donating blood. Dracula himself will be donating blood, so that's going to be fun. And we're also leaving some discount coupons for anyone who donates blood that day. They'll get discounted tickets for Dracula. We're also doing a costume contest on Saturday, October 28th. So you come dressed in costume and you'll be adjudicated. And we're doing a post-show Q&A on Sunday, October 29th. So we're looking forward to that. And we're really grateful to the Palace. Our production sponsor, our production sponsor is called London Shop. You can find them on Facebook. They sell giftware at good prices. And yeah, really looking forward to it.
And so the Q&A, that's with the actors and actresses in the show.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is the show will end. It's a matinee, so once the show finishes for the day, we'll leave about 10 minutes, let the actors get out of costume, and then we'll have them on stage, and the audience can ask them questions. They can stick around and have conversations about what they saw and how we did things. Yeah.
And so, Jessica, you are one of the actors in this show.
I am, yes.
So tell us a little bit about your character. What can we expect to see?
Well, my character is Lucy Seward, and she has fallen ill with some mysterious symptoms. And her father, Dr. Seward, is trying to help her, so he calls upon an old friend, Professor Van Helsing, to come and examine her. And I don't want to give too much away, but some pretty spooky things are going on with that. So What I'm really excited about is that Dracula is such a pop culture figure and everyone has a familiarity with who Dracula might be. But I don't think people will come to the show expecting necessarily how this story plays out in the original script. And I think that it tells a very interesting story of Dracula, and I think we've thrown in some interesting surprises to keep it fresh for everybody, no matter what they know about Dracula coming in. So that's what I'm really excited for the audiences to see.
That is awesome. And so when is the show? What are the dates of the show?
So the show opens, there's actually a preview on Thursday, October 26th at 7:30. Our evening shows are at 7:30. Opening night's October 27th. Costume night, October 28th. And it runs, and then Sunday, the October 29th, as I said, and then the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday the following week. So October 27th to November 5th.
Okay, yeah. That's awesome. All right. And where can people go and find tickets?
If you want tickets, you can go to palacetheatre.ca. More information about the show itself, you can go to odessa.company, so www.odessa.company. Get information on the show, and yeah, it's going to be a great time.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned Odessa, and I meant to ask you, tell everybody about Odessa, because this is the inaugural show, right? Yeah,
it's the inaugural show. We founded the company. My brothers Adam, Chris, and myself. We founded the company. We've been volunteering at the Palace. We continue to volunteer at the Palace and help to support the growth there. But we just wanted the autonomy to sort of do our own thing and put on the theater that we kind of wanted to see. And we believe that we're bringing that with Dracula. As Jess said, there are going to be things that you don't necessarily expect. The show is for mature audiences, as we say. There's going to be blood, and there's going to be, some hopefully frightening scenes. So
it is Dracula.
It is Dracula.
It is Dracula.
So we have to expect that. Exactly.
It sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, both of you, for coming on, and it sounds like it's going to be a great time. Thank you for bringing awareness to the blood drag, because that's really important.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back. Welcome back. With the cooler weather, we are going to see London's outdoor markets start to pack up for the winter. But there is still time to get your fresh foods before they close. The Westmount Farmers Market runs until the end of October and is held every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Their goal is to create a vibrant community hub for fresh and healthy food options in the Westmount area. The initiative is BIPOC-led as they show their commitment to diversity and inclusivity in the local food ecosystem. Please welcome Miriam to the show. Welcome.
Thank you, Jennifer.
So tell us about the Westmount Farmers Market.
So the Westmount Farmers Market started in June of this year, 3rd of June to be precise of this year. And it's been going on, it's started June of this year, and the time goes from 9 to 1, and it's been amazing. Like people have really shown up we have people from Byron, people from Oak Ridge coming to visit. So it's really been awesome. Like me and my children during the week when they're on holidays during the summer, we take out flyers and people are just amazed, and it's so heartwarming, and we go house by house and, oh, I would come surely, and they would, they've been coming. It was really a great support, people around showing up, friends inviting, even those who live like in the East End and have friends at the West End, they would tell, oh, do you know about, Westmount Farmers Market? And we have been seeing a great turnout, and it has been really warming, especially like the feedback from people. Oh, we are glad that you guys are committed to doing this.
So what is so unique about the Westmount Farmers Market? What are some of the foods and vendors that people will see?
Some of the food and vendors, like for us, we take, from Yaya's Kitchen, like from the beginning, we started like cooking some of the street food we make from Yaya's Kitchen, and we do it live. And a lot of times people will be passing because there's a street just behind, and they'll be like, oh, it's just the smell of the food that just draws us in, and, so we have a couple of musicians come in by the artists in town. They just sent in some of the musicians, and they came. They really supported us, and it was really awesome. You know, that in itself, the music, you know, the food. So it's been, I think it's the community itself.
Community feel.
Yeah, and I would really like for the non-profit organization, they have really been, because we gave them spots. They can come in, talk about their organization.
Okay.
The police too were there. You know, they came in. We have the environment. They were there. You know, some couple of organization, Goodwill too were there. The library, they came in with their boss.
So people can come get food, and they can also get some information about local organizations and businesses.
Yes.
So is it primarily fruits and vegetables?
No, it's not primarily fruits and vegetables. We have that. We have fresh baked goods.
Okay.
We have Zootopia, who make fresh bakes, and we have Baker's Table, who have fresh challah bread. Fresh, they come, they bake it that morning and take it straight to the market. So people have really been turning out. We have local farms, and they are the ones who bring in the vegetables, you know. So, and then we have some artists too. Amsa is there. We have Mary and her uncle who come to sell jewelries, you know, arts. We have we call her the shell lady. She has a bunch of shellfish, this thing, and for her it's to showcase what she does, you know, what she's
and the
doing.
vendors that are there are BIPOC, primarily BIPOC.
Yes,
so that's Black, Indigenous, and people of color.
Yes, and last week we have an Indigenous guy from the Thames Valley. He came. He didn't know about it. I think he was passing by 2 weeks ago, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know there was a market here." And we're like, "You know what?" He told us what he does, and we're like, "You know, come showcase what you do," and it has been awesome. And he joined us at the market as well.
So it's a BIPOC-led. You're looking for vendors.
Yes.
And it's every Saturday.
Yes.
9 to 1.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And the thing about this market that makes it unique, it's well, one of the things, one of the many things, is that community feel.
Yes, it's that community. And for me, we have the children center. My eldest daughter manages children love it, and my children, they love it. Like every Saturday, they're looking forward to just, because our house is not far, they just run over. Saturday, like especially during the summer, was their thing, and they don't want me book them for anything, especially when it's Saturday, because they're
Farmers
looking
Market Day.
They're looking for
Westmount Farmers Market.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
And for sharing such a wonderful initiative.
Thank you so much.
We will be right back. A diagnosis of breast cancer can be devastating, and there has been a significant rise in younger women and men being diagnosed. Breast cancer awareness is critical to ensure our communities know all the information required to check for breast cancer earlier rather than later. To date, the Pink Dress Society has raised over $50,000 for the breast cancer program, where they have used the funds to buy a new imaging machine and redo the waiting rooms. How have they raised this money? By creating London's luxurious night out, a little pink dress event. One of the co-founders of the Pink Dress Society, Michelle Goldrick, is here to tell us more. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
No problem. So tell us a little bit about how this came to be.
Well, my partner, Alana, and I have been close friends for a few years now, and she started, I actually met her right after I was diagnosed with my breast cancer 10 years ago, and she watched me go through my journey, and a few years later she ended up getting her own diagnosis. And when she did, we got together and she said, "You know, Michelle, I just can't sit down and sit around and be sick. I have to do something." And so we created the Pink Dress event and the Pink Dress Society. And that's where it all began. And so we just knew that we needed to give back, and you know, we had a second lease on life, and you just had to do something with it. And we created a purpose that was greater than anything we could imagine, and it was collectively our way of really being able to go on our own healing path and journey.
Mm-hmm. And this is the third event.
It is. It is the third Little Pink Dress event, yes.
Okay.
So we typically hold 2 events a year. We have a larger gala in the spring, and then we have our Little Pink Dress event, which is in the fall, and that's where it all created, you know, of course, for October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what could people expect at this Little Pink Dress event?
Well, it's actually at Porsche London, so think very chic, very classy, lots of fun, cocktail type event, a high-end fashion show. We have some entertainment. It'll be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you have quite a few sponsors and a lot of different models involved.
100%, yes. And our models are typically, you know, small business, London, little known celebrities, and we like to give them a shout out, of course, and have them involved in all of our events. And then our designers as well too are usually local designers that showcase their work at the events.
Nice. And so can you share some of the designers with the audience?
Well, I guess you're going to have to go out there to go see. But we have some ball gowns and some suits, some classy wear, lots of fun things.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And the event is being sponsored. Porsche is one of the sponsors?
They absolutely are, yes, yes. And we're fortunate enough to be able to be involved with Porsche this year. So it's going to be just fabulous.
Well, you guys are doing a wonderful social media campaign because I see it everywhere.
We're trying, you know, and that's the best way as well to be able to grab some tickets is to make sure that you follow our page on Instagram is the best way for sure. And we have our little link in the bio, and then you can grab the tickets before they're gone because they're selling really quickly.
And so when is the event?
It is Thursday, October 12th at 6:30. And we could plan to be there until 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish. It all depends how much fun you're having, I guess.
And so at the event, there's a fashion show. Anything else going on at the actual event?
Well, we have some live entertainment, and we'll have a silent auction as well, too. So lots of different ways that you're able to give back to the breast care program at St. Joe's.
Wonderful. And if people are not able to attend the event, are there other ways that they can support?
Absolutely. So they can go directly to the breast care program at St. Joe's and be able to donate directly there.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's awesome. And so any surprises that you can share with us at all? Or do we have to just come to the event?
Well, I can't share too much. I can't share too much. I have to leave a little mystery. But it'll be a super fun event.
Nice. Well, it sounds like it's going to be an amazing time.
It will be, absolutely.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Well, that's a wrap. I want to thank our guests, 519 Pursuit, the Odessa Company, the Westmount Farmers Market, and the Pink Dress Society for coming on the show and sharing their events. Please show them some love by visiting their social media pages and, most importantly, either donating or attending their events. Until I see you again, please be safe, be kind, and be the change you want to see in the world. Bye.